What is happening, my fearless networking friend? Todd Falcone here. Welcome back to another episode. Today I want to talk about the power of one decision, okay? I'm sure that you can think about things in your life where everything changed because of one decision. Like the ripple effect of a decision that you make, positive or negative, it's crazy. Like a ripple effect, most of the time we don't know the impact of that, what that one decision did, either positive or negative. We might see the first few ripples, but beyond that, that decision can have a ripple effect of, it could have an infinite ripple effect. Like I even think, for example, how I met my wife. I met my wife because I made a decision. I made a decision to move from one place to another. I didn't have to do that. But that one decision that I made to move ultimately put me in the position of meeting her, and marrying her, having my kids, my two boys. That if I didn't make that decision, those two kids wouldn't exist. Maybe other kids would exist, but it wouldn't be those two kids. I mean, you can think about so many instances in your life where one little decision or big decision massively impacted everything else around you. And one thing, because I know most people here are following me that are involved in network marketing or direct sales. Like when I go speak at an event and I am sharing or talking, let's say I'm doing a 90-minute talk on how to succeed in network marketing. Many times, one of the very first things I'll say is, you need to make a decision. You need to draw a line in the sand. And because I'm teaching from personal experience, I'm teaching from looking back, okay, well, what worked for me? Like if I were to look back at my career, why did I win in network marketing when other people didn't win? When lots of other people, I'm sure people that are harder working, have a better work ethic, more charismatic, more skills, yet they didn't win and I did. It's not that I have, something that others don't have, or anyone for that matter that wins in this business. They decided that they were going to do it. And the thing is about a decision, a real decision, not a wish or a hope, a real decision, in my opinion, is followed up by never-ending action until you get done whatever it is that you decided that you were going to do. Otherwise, it's really not a decision. So I bring that up because here's the thing. Let's say you're involved in network marketing, you're watching this or you're listening to this on my podcast, and you're like, okay, well, yeah, I'm in network marketing. I have a distributor ID number. I'm involved in this company. I show up for the national conference. I show up for the Zooms. I'm in the Facebook group. Okay, cool. How's your check? Where's your check? How's your organization? Is your organization growing? Is it moving? Are you recruiting people? Are you actually, have you made a decision so much so that you're actually immediately following it up by action? I made the decision. And I didn't even know that I made the decision, honestly. It wasn't like I didn't say I'm drawing a line in the sand, I'm deciding. I just saw network marketing, and from my recollection, and granted that's like 35 years ago, I saw it. It made sense to me. The concept of it made sense. Leveraged income, earning income on the efforts of hundreds, if not thousands of other people. Work when you want, play when you want, no boss, all the cool things about network marketing. And I was like, okay, well, this makes sense to me. This seems pretty cool. So I'm going to go do this. And in my mind, I said to myself, I'm going to do this until. And the truth be told, I had my first 2 years in the network marketing profession, and I had nothing to show for it financially. And there were times, and many times, where I would go home and I would be on my couch in a ball crying like, God, what's wrong with me? Like, why isn't this happening for me? Why is it happening for other people? I mean, there was, I don't have any videos of that stuff of me crying on the couch, but I was crying on the couch and wondering, like, when is it going to ever happen for me? Why am I not winning? And there was a pretty good period of time where that occurred. But because I was so in my mind, like, doggedly, like, committed, like, I'm going to do this. Like, I don't care how long it takes. I don't care what it takes. If that guy can do it, if she can do it, I should be able to figure this out. So I was kind of like a bulldog or a pit bull or whatever you want to call it. And I was just like, maybe not a bulldog or pit bull in a china shop. I don't know what that means exactly, but I'm just like, I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to keep going. And, of course, you can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting things to be different. We know that's one of the definitions of insanity, is repeating the same thing over and over and over again. And you're not getting results, but you keep doing it again. That's just foolishness. So I was smart enough to, even before I heard that phrase, to realize if I kept doing it this way, then things are not going to work out for me. So there was a point in my career, and I was living in Monterey at the time, and I was broke. I wasn't getting results. I was working. Okay, I was doing the work, but I wasn't getting the result. There's a difference between someone who's like signed up for a company and then they never did anything, which is lots of people. I signed up and I was prospecting, I was reaching out, I was inviting, but I was not really getting results. And I kind of like realized, man, I think that my desperation is coming out over the phone. Like, people are feeling like that, I'm not following this kid. I'm not following this guy. Like, he's like, I think he needs me, he needs me in this business. And I was really, beggy, pleady, needy. I wasn't literally begging or pleading people to come into my business, but my tone and the energy that I was putting out there was just it wasn't good. And I was doing that for a long enough time. For one day I was just like, I'm done with that. Like, and I don't actually remember how or why I decided to do this, but one day I walked into my office in my garage at the time, and I was like, I'm gonna just, when I pick up the phone today, I'm going to act like I got my, together. I'm going to act like I'm successful. I'm not going to be all braggadocious, like, I'm not going to lie and say, I make 20 grand a month, you should join me. I'm the greatest networker in the world, because I was far from it. But I just decided, I thought to myself, well, how would I, if I was making like 20 grand a month, how would I carry myself? How would I talk? How would I act? What kinds of, how would I say? What would I say? How would I say what I was saying? And so I just began to kind of like in my mind feel like I was already a successful person. So I made the decision to shift. And that, I can tell you, that one decision, the ripple effect of that decision over the years was huge. It was huge for me. It was I would say probably the most pivotal decision that I made that caused me to really begin to see results in my business. It's like I to some extent, I faked myself out into being confident, even though I wasn't really confident. And then people started to be attracted to me and joining my business. And then over time, because I kept repeating that and doing that over and over again, over time, I did become more confident in building the business, and things started to change for me. So there's just a lot of power in making a decision. The decision to do this business, the decision to get better at this business, the decision to, be show up every day and be the best version of you that you can bring to the table that day, while at the same time making the decision that every single day I'm gonna strive to improve, to get better, so that tomorrow I bring more value into the marketplace than I did yesterday. There's just something powerful about that. And look, there's all sorts of, we make decisions every day, all day long, and they all have ripple effects. They all, it's crazy. If you sit down, you might drive yourself like a little batty going, wow, that's pretty deep, man. I made this decision to take a left here, or I stopped here at the store, or I did this, and like little decisions like that have these massive ripple effects It's crazy. Every decision that we make in life, leads to something. Sometimes it leads to really good things. Sometimes it doesn't lead to very good things. It depends on the decisions that we make. So, but here's the thing. Also, right now, you have a decision to make. So today is the day that we begin the next 90-day run for my A-Team. And I would love to have you. If you have not had a chance to register for this thing, we start tonight. And depending on actually when you watch this, of course, but the details are on this post. If you go to toddfalcone.com/team, TEAM, you can see the details, get yourself registered. If you think you could be doing more, want to be doing more, want to be more consistent, want to end procrastination, want to improve your skills, improve your confidence, get more done, make more money, that's what A-Team's all about. It's a group of people that all have a common objective, and that's to do more, to produce more, to be more, and to just grow their businesses. And that 90-day window is just a beautiful window, especially as we lead in this particular time of the year. It's a great time to be in action so you can finish the year out strong. So again, toddfalcone.com/team. You can see the details there. Get yourself registered. And then all the details on this particular episode, if you're on my podcast or if you're on my YouTube channel, you can come over here, toddfalcone.com/episode 250. Again, toddfalcone.com/episode 250. We'll see you next time. Make a decision. Come play with us in A-Team. 90 days. It'll be a good decision for you.